Hello, Emily Jane here with my May favourites. I did my first favourites video last month and people seemed to like it, so I thought I'd do another one. So up first, beauty. Just a couple of beauty picks this month. The first being the Clarins UV Plus Anti-Pollution Day Screen Multi-Protection. Let's see if I can make it look at that for you. There you go. It's a SPF 50 facial sunscreen, which, as you can probably tell, if I move closer to my light, you can see even better. I am very pale. I do not do well in the sun whatsoever. And around this time of year, kind of April, May onwards, I start wearing Factor 50 every day when I'm going outside, because I'm very conscious that my skin, I've had a couple of skin scans and things over the last couple of years, and generally the kind of consensus is that my skin's pretty good for my age, I'm doing pretty well, but there is sun damage, and anything else is just to do with dehydration. So I try and drink water, and also I do try and wear a sunscreen. And I do go for Factor 50 because, especially when it is actually really sunny, I find that anything else is just not good enough for my skin. And to be honest, I wish that more products were SPF 50 rather than SPF 30, because to be honest, being SPF 30 really does put me off them. So this is great, goes on under your makeup, over the top of your moisturiser. And what I really like about it is that some, especially SPF 50 sunscreens, end up giving you a very grey sheen to your face. It's like, I'm pale already, I don't need any more pale. This doesn't do that. It goes on transparent, gives you a really nice base to put makeup over as well, doesn't kind of roll, or kind of sometimes SPFs can like flake as well. I haven't really tested this as far as photographs are concerned, kind of flashback wise. Sometimes if you wear a strong SPF you can get kind of a ghostly kind of grey sort of pale thing going on in photographs, but for day-to-day wear I absolutely love this. I think it's brilliant. It's become my sort of go-to sunscreen, so no doubt I'll be getting through this this year and be replacing it. Next up for beauty is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Gel Cream. Gone. There you go, beautiful. So this I bought because I'm having just a Bobbi Brown moment at the moment. You may have noticed in my last few videos and kind of on my blog as well. It's a brand that I really hadn't used before the end of last year. Went on to a blogger event and yeah, it worked, guys. Good going PR team, because I'm now spending a fortune in Bobbi Brown. I bought this hydrating gel cream and I really like it. However, I will sort of come back to one caveat. So the good stuff, I'm using this as my day moisturiser now, because I'm finding that as we move into warmer weather, yeah, no, it's actually quite sunny outside. As we move into warmer weather, I want a slightly lighter moisturiser during the day. I find that my skin does get, you know, let's call it glowy in the summer, and this has been brilliant. It's really light, again, makeup goes on really well over the top of it. It feels really hydrated, but without that kind of sticky or drenched feeling that you can get if you use a moisturiser that perhaps is a bit too rich. So I've been swapping from my Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream to this for daytime. Really, really good, really happy with it. The one caveat is that I was sort of sold this, I know it's very much part of the Bobbi Brown ethos, that it would work as a primer as well, that it would sort of help my makeup last and keep my makeup matte. I don't think it really works as a primer. Maybe I'm just a primer girl and I just like a separate facial primer, but I'm still finding that I need one over the top of this, which is fine, because to be honest, I was a little bit kind of like, oh really, 2-in-1 product, is that really going to work? You know, I would have been surprised if it had. And maybe for some people it will work, but for me it's a lovely light moisturiser, and my skin's definitely really enjoying it, but it's not working as a primer as well, so I need to actually get on finding a good primer for the summer. Okay, so fashion favourites. Both of my fashion favourites this month have very much a holiday theme. I'm going on holiday next month, I'm very excited about this, as you might be able to tell from the way I'm waving my sandals around. Yeah, we're going off to Madeira. It's mine and Dan's first abroad holiday together. It's very exciting. And I really wanted some gold sandals. A couple of years ago, I bought some Clark's Original sandals. I absolutely adore them. When I went to America last year, I wore them non-stop. They're so comfortable. Walk around in them all day, but they look quite cute. They've got kind of that sort of nerdy vibe going on, which I like. Really wanted some more this year, and they just don't seem to have brought out kind of a Clark's Original classic sandal. I even tweeted them and everything, begging them for it. So I went back to something that I've wanted for ages, but used to be really hard to get hold of in the UK, and that is saltwater sandals, which I bought in gold. There they are. Beautiful. They are so lovely. You can now get them. They're an American sandal brand, and I think like they're sort of the equivalent of Clark's. Like, you know how when you were a kid, like all kids had Clark's Original sort of sandals for school and everything. It seems like in America all kids have saltwater sandals, and then they brought them out in grown-up sizes and lovely pretty colours. They come in every colour under the rainbow. Of course, I now want them all. I went for gold because I use gold sort of metallic as a neutral in my holiday capsule wardrobe, so it will go with everything. I've only worn these a couple of times and they are so comfortable. I feel like they'll go with everything. And apparently I can wear them in the sea as well. You can wear them to the beach, and that's the joy of the saltwater sandals. They're really good quality leather. I'm so happy with them. And I'm sure that if they kind of do me well on this holiday, I'll be getting them in other colours as well. So, oops, sorry Clark's. I still love my Clark's Originals, but look, gold. Second up in the fashion faves are these printed trousers from Next, which I'm going to sort of like hold up like this so you can see the print there. It's a really cool kind of tropical navy print, and they are just a jersey wide-legged trouser. It's quite hard for me to hold up, but there you go. So like not the most kind of exciting thing when you just see them like this, but oh my god, they're brilliant. I love them so much. Again, I bought them for holiday because I wanted some trousers to wear that were just going to be light and comfortable and stretchy, good for flying, good for wandering around on a hot day. And they're brilliant. I'm not much of a trouser girl. I much prefer dresses. But sometimes on a hot day, you know, you just don't want your thighs rubbing together. Sorry if that's TMI, but you know, curvy girl problems. So I went for those print trousers. I've worn them in a couple of different ways. I think I'm going to do an outfit post on the blog soon about them because I really like them. So those are from Next. They were £28. Go Next. I want more. So what has this gamer girl been playing this month? This month I have mostly been venturing through the lands of Thedas. I have been solving the Orlesian Civil War and uniting Ferelden to stop the rift that threatens to swallow all of us. Yes, I have been playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, I love an RPG. If you don't like RPGs, you may as well kind of skip through this bit. What a brilliant game. I've come to it fairly late. I know it's been out for absolutely ages, but quite honestly, I don't buy PlayStation games when they first come out because they cost a fortune. So I wait a little bit until they get a little bit cheaper. In fact, that Dragon Age Inquisition was actually a birthday present off Dan because he knows me very well, and he knows that not only do I like sparkly things, I also like video games. Oh my god, I've put so many hours into this game already. I love a big open world game where you can kind of explore a new world. You can create your own character. The characters that you interact with are brilliant. They're really interesting. And as with all of the Dragon Age games, you kind of build up relationships with them. I'm incredibly invested in wooing my Dragon Age boyfriend at the moment. Fortunately, Dan doesn't mind. I'm just generally adventuring and trying to save the world, which I really love. So mega thumbs up. It's definitely a lot better than Dragon Age 2, which was a bit disappointing. Is it as good as the first one? I don't know. I just think the first one was such a different game and so brilliant when it came out. It's really hard to compare anything to it. But yay, loving Dragon Age Inquisition. And what have I been watching this month? Well, I've actually been watching it for a little bit longer than this month, but it's a series that comes to an end at the end of May, and I'm going to be really sad when it does, but fortunately it has been renewed for another season. I have been loving this sort of romantic historical drama. It's a brilliant adaptation of a series of books that I've been reading since I was about 9, I think. I am, of course, talking about Outlander. Outlander is on Amazon Prime at the moment. It's a series about a fantastic heroine or protagonist, whatever you want to call her, called Claire. She is a World War II nurse who accidentally falls through time to Scotland a couple of years before the big kind of Jacobite uprising, and meets a rather dashing young Scot called Jamie. Only problem is that she's already married, but in the future. Or so does her husband even exist? Is it cheating if it's in the past? Ooh. It's brilliant. This series of books has been around since the 90s. The author, Diana Gabaldon, or Galbadone, however I think she pronounces it Galbadone, is still writing them. So this is a series of books that I've really grown up with. They are just a beautifully researched series of books. So if you're a bit of a history nerd but also like a bit of romance like me, it's brilliant, and I think the series has done an amazing job of adapting it. So if you need something to marathon, something to sort of lose yourself in, go for it. I would highly recommend Outlander. And finally, what have I been listening to this month? I've been listening to Joy by Paper Aeroplanes. We have been doing a bit of a challenge this year, Dan and I, to go and see a live gig every month. And it's been brilliant. One of the reasons it's been so brilliant is that it's kind of made us go and see bands that we wouldn't necessarily have gone to see because maybe we'd never heard of them. We're literally every month having to kind of look who's on, have a little listen to everyone and see whether we want to see them. And one of the bands I'd never heard of before, and we're playing quite a small venue in Birmingham, were Paper Aeroplanes. And their album is just pure joy, just summery, tinkly, sparkly, magical loveliness. But they're a really awesome band. Like, we went to see them at the Rainbow in Digbeth, which is a tiny venue, and they were much better than some of the kind of far more established or far bigger artists that we've been to see this year. The lead singer Sarah has the most amazing voice, and just the songs are just gorgeous loveliness. I'll pop the link down in the comments area below. Just give them a listen. They are brilliant. So that's it for my favourites this month. I hope you enjoyed my May favourites. Please do give me a thumbs up digitally down there if you did enjoy it. Feel free to comment, let me know if you like any of the things I've liked this month. If you think there's anything that I've missed out that I need to try immediately, please do let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next month.